Hello and welcome to a review of the Bandai model kit of Star Wars Episode 7 of Force Awakens First Order Stormtrooper. This is standard box there. If you haven't done so already, I have done Stormtrooper videos before. You can check that out on my channel as well. On the side of the box there you have what I suspect to be a 1:1 scale of the trooper there on the side of the box, showing you exactly how big it is. Look, it's actually it's a little bit bigger, damn it. And some photos from the movie on both sides the same. This was 138 Hong Kong dollars at Focally models in StormTrooper. There you go, shows you all the pieces you get inside. Just like the previous model kits, the bottom tray is just black cardboard. They really could have done with not colouring the cardboard, to be honest, and saving a bit on that. I wouldn't have mind at all. I don't think most people would. Inside there's a some sort of survey card thing. By all means, do that if you like. There's a sticker and a decal sheet. This one is, I'll hold them both up. They are both identical, but they put them in there just for preference. You can either use the sticker or the water slide decals. The water slide decals are all pre-cut, and the stickers are also all pre-cut. So even if you're not too good with decals, you should be okay, because it's been easy-fied for, well, anyone really. Just put it in water and stuff. And of course you have the instruction manual. A little bit. At the bottom there you have the Disney logo, the Bandai logo, and the Lucasfilm thing. There's a number of 0203217, whatever. And some images that you can see in the trailer. In fact, the Japanese trailer is the first one that reviewed this shot. Some of these shots there. So a bunch of Japanese and stuff. On the back here, the only other really coloured printed page is this, the colouring and the decal guide and the colouring guide showing you to paint this. All you need is really, it's 3 different colours. You can follow these names to get the colourings if you want. And yep, we've got a parts guide here to make sure you're not missing anything from the tray, and inside of course you have all the instructions. Instructions are pretty good. Now, yes, this is a long paper sheet covering the instructions. However, for the most part, you can fold it up. You can close it off, and you're just doing off different sections of the instructions. So see, look, you're just doing the head and the waist there, and it's you actually fold that bit as well, and it won't get in the way of you doing the model kit. So, as always, I do really like the Japanese way of doing model kits, and I do really like the Bandai model kits because they're always easy to do, easy to assemble, and even if you don't have any painting skill whatsoever, they still come out looking okay, as you can see right here. So here he is. Looks a bit chubby though. Oh well. I think that's the general aesthetic of the troopers. So I'm just gonna make sure he stands still, just for comparison, to see the heights and all that. Here is a model kit of the original Stormtrooper. You can see they're pretty much the same height. Yes, he is painted as Iron Man. If you want to see the other painted ones I've done, I did a SpongeBob one, a Kamen Rider one, and another Shadow Trooper one. You can look at those. So I'm going to just put them to the side there because they're the same scale. And here's a SH Figuarts Shadow Trooper. Something like that. You can see he's just a little bit shorter, just a tiny bit. If I put the Stormtrooper here, right there, you can see the height is so close. That's because they are still overall 1/12 scale, but this is the American 1/12 scale, whereas the SH Figuarts, the Japanese one, it's just a tiny bit smaller. And funny enough, if you put Darth Vader right next to them, you can see Darth Vader. Well, Darth Vader is taller, just by a bit. Maybe if I push his legs together, he might be. No. Look up, Stormtrooper. Okay, just about. So Darth Vader can still kinda fit with them. This is also the SH Figuarts figure. And in case you were wondering, here is the Kamen Rider 5's Figurize 6 figure. Let me just get them to stand straight. And he should be the same scale as these guys. He is also a little bit bigger than the SH Figuarts thighs. Yep. So they're the same scale as the Figuarts 6. So if you have any, I think there's a bunch of Dragon Ball Z characters in this scale as well. So in Kamen Rider there's 4. There's Kabuto, Thighs, Excel, and Dark Kabuto. They're all pretty much the same scale. So these guys can, well, they can chill in the background. There you go. There you go. I also want to say a lot of the parts in this StormTrooper are actually the same as the normal StormTrooper, the original, and a lot of the parts also very similar to. That's how they save money. Similar to the other model kits. They have similar joint parts and stuff. And just like this other StormTrooper, you have a basic stage here, a big square plate. You got a one connector plopped on there on the side. You got you can connect and go on all 4 sides. And this plate that the plugs in. Now this one actually fits in a lot tighter than the StormTrooper ones for some reason. Maybe it's just luck, but this plate doesn't want to pop out too easily. So you can do that. On the back of the StormTrooper though, if you don't want to use this plate and you want to display him in an epic pose, he does have a little plug there. Just unplug that from him if I can. Okay, so I pulled that little tab out. It was pretty tight, so that's good. I think it was kind of my fault as well. I didn't quite sand down enough of the edge. I did sand this one down just a little bit this time, all the extra plastic bits when, removing the plastic from the grid. But he's got a little hole there, and if I'm correct, it should plug into this. Should. Not just about. Very tight, but it plugs in. Okay, so he can plug into a Tamashii Stajac generic arm plug. He's also been raped by this stage. So there he is. Let's take a look at the extra stuff he comes in here. Now I've attached a relax hand there and a gun holding hand on this side. Whoops. Yeah, that's one thing that comes with these model kits. They can fall apart. So yeah, that's one thing you have to remember with these model kits. If you don't glue it down, they have a tendency to fall apart on certain parts. Not too bad. I mean, overall, I can pick it up and mess around with them, and they shouldn't fall apart too easily. But anyway, hands. He's got the gun-holding hand, which is a hand on both sides, identical hand, just on both sides. Look like that, and you can pull the hands apart. And this one's pretty tight. The StormTroopers have them a bit loose, but this one can come off pretty easily. Stick the gun in the hand and then put the fingers back on. He's got 2 fist hands, literally just just little fist bump. There you go, just a fist, and 2 of the relax hands, and he has a replacement joint for the legs to the feet. This can plug into the feet, and then once that plugs into the lower leg, the point of this is to just, I don't know, it's just a lot of the joints inside are made out of a softer rubbery plastic to give it more friction, which is a good thing, and then you can do that on the legs as well if you don't want it to be the white hard plastic. So you got that going on as well. There's also a few spare 2 little circly bits that are spare, I don't know what they're for. You have their shield right there. You got these 4 black things attached there, and this is transparent plastic. There you can see the lights shining through like now. And on the back here you have this black piece to plug on, there's a white piece, and you got these 2 handles which are made out of durable, soft-ish plastic. You should be able to slide the arm in there and then plug the hand back on quite easily. Accompanying the shield is this electro staff thing. I'm not really sure what this is because it's, well, the movie isn't out yet, but there you go, it's got this thing, and the 2 top white things just supposed to rotate down when he's not using it, and this can apparently fight against a lightsaber in the trailer. And he's got the classic StormTrooper blaster. I think it's altered just a little bit, but there it is. Okay, you can, let me see, let's focus a bit more. Okay, there it is. I need 2 hands for this because you can detach the ammo clip. That is detachable. Just unplug that. So you can plug it back on. You can attach this pack. I'm not sure what this is for. Some sort of energy pack or something. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the details of these guns. I just know it's an E11 blaster, but this is probably like an E12 or something after all these years. Or is it still an E11? E11's from classic movies. And on the back here, you can got this shoulder bump thing for the gun. And if you do unplug this, there is a separate piece in the box somewhere. A tiny piece there that you plug into the back of the gun to make sure it still looks authentic or something. I'm personally not too bothered about that, but it's there, so you know, you gotta use it. And of course the gun does require a lot of painting. The gun requires silver, white and black paint to make it look really good. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. Since this is a model kit, you'd think you'd build part of the gun, maybe have some white plastic and black plastic, but no, you need to paint it entirely yourself. The good news is you can remove lots of bits, so you can easily paint it. Now, okay, the StormTrooper's articulation here, he's got 2 ball pegs on the top and the bottom of the neck, so you can look down a little bit, look up a little bit. You can't, well, you can look up a little bit. Rotate the neck all the way, and you can just kind of look sideways, like, and you can't see it here, but the eye visor is actually transparent plastic. I guess it'll reflect off certain lights. It does look a little bit different to the black plastic there, so maybe if someone did LEDs or something, they can stick an LED in there. And you know, you can actually remove quite a lot of pieces on this mask. And you go, ah! There you got a new StormTrooper. And that's stuff you can do. Let's stick this back in there. Put his face back on. There you go. So yeah, these pieces, they don't fall off or anything, but they're quite easy to remove for the most part. Which means if you do want to build this first before painting it, you can do that. You can do that. Put it all together and be like, I want to paint that bit now. Remove it and paint it yourself. So that's pretty cool. Shoulders and the ball socket there on the arm, and the shoulder rubbery plastic comes out just like the other model kits, so you can have their arms go out quite far out. So you got the 2 joints there, and top the shoulder pad is on a little hinge. There's a rotating joint there. The double joint there, but the armor does get in the way, makes it feel like a single joint. And the hand is on. It's just plug-in hand, but there's a little circle piece in there that you plug it into, so you can get just a little bit of rotation going on there. So you got that going on. Also, there's ball plug there and the bottom as well. By default, his body is quite snug, but it can actually go out just a little bit. You can see that's now a little gap there to allow you some movement because it's got full rotation. By the way, these holes there, they are holes. They're not just black plastic. There's nothing there. It's a hole. There's also some holes on the arm as well. Not quite sure what it's following the design of the movie, of course, but it feels a bit odd to me. Just not quite used to it. And yeah, these kits on the belt, they can come off very easily. They're just on a little plug. So since it's on a little plug, they can rotate a little bit, just enough to get out of the way of leg articulation if you needed to. Leg can come down and has full rotation here. Double knee joint, again the armor blocks it. Foot is on up, down, sideways. And yeah, can the StormTrooper sit down? Yes, he can. And one of the biggest problem with the SH figuarts is the StormTroopers can't sit down properly. But these guys can't sit down too well either, but at least they can still do that. You know, at least they can still look like they're sitting down. Is this stand enough to hold him up if he's sitting down? Oh, no, he can't. Oh no, yes he can. Look, StormTrooper sitting down. It's the Force, or something. For the most part, I do like the Bandai model kit StormTrooper. The building is fun and easy, and even if you don't know how to paint, the end result still looks pretty good. Now, obviously, if you do know how to paint, you can make something look amazing from these model kits, and you can easily do your own designs. Just remember to soak the plastic in soap water to remove the molding grease that they use in the machines to make sure the plastic comes out. Soak it in warm dishwashing liquid for maybe like half an hour or something, and you're good to go. Paint will just get on there so easily. So it's a really fun thing to do if you like customizing things. It's easy to paint, easy to build, and if you, for the most part, these stickers are there, they're useful, but you don't have to use these stickers because at the end of the day, these are really simple designs. They're not like any logos or anything, they're just black and silver marks here and there. But if you don't want to paint, you can use them, and you should still get a pretty decent result. So for the most part, I do like this, and the scale of this thing is just a tiny bit bigger than SH figure arts, but they can fit there comfortably. So if you do collect SH figure arts and you don't want to spend so much money on all the SH figure arts Stormtroopers, you want a cheap alternative, this is a great one to go with it. And the articulation here is definitely better than, in terms of legs anyway, it's better than the SH figure arts, because SH figure arts Stormtroopers can't sit down. So I'm guessing if the First Order Stormtroopers uses the same sort of ball shaped joint on the hips, they won't be able to sit down comfortably either. However, there are a few downsides here. For one thing, the Stormtrooper does not come with any special hands for holding his electric staff thingy. The hands fit really well with the blaster, and the finger goes into the little trigger hole very nicely. However, this one is just sticking in the hand there. It looks kind of weird because he's got his finger popping out, but he's supposed to be holding a stick-like object, so wouldn't his finger be folded in? And the grip isn't that hard, and the stick can fall out quite easily. Same goes with the shield. The shield is literally just held onto the arm by two brackets, and without gluing it down or pinning it down, the shield has a tendency on rotating on the arm, and that gets very annoying when posing the figure. So what you have to do is you have to pose the figure first, and then when you're finally done with the arm, then put the shield in the right position, and hopefully it won't fall down or drop down. So that's quite annoying as well. The gun itself not being made of different colored plastic is a little bit annoying, that you have to paint it from the ground up, whereas for the most part the other figures you can quite easily build the rest of the figure and have the correct colors show up. So that's a little bit annoying, but that's more of a nitpick really. So overall, I am quite happy with this figure. I do wish there's a little bit of improvements, and if you do decide to use a bit of super glue to glue down certain joints and stuff, you can actually build yourself a very nice action figure for a very low price. And if you want to compare this to Hasbro stuff, usually the new Black Series figures are 200 Hong Kong when they first come out. They can drop down to 100 and something, but that's not likely to happen very soon, especially with the new movie that's going to come out in about a week and a bit. So you're not going to see a price drop. So if you really want to build your First Order Legion of Stormtroopers right now and paint your own version, reverse colors, different colors and whatnot, this is the one to get. Phew, I highly recommend this, and yeah. If you have enjoyed this video, please click the like button, subscribe button, also leave a comment below on how you feel about these Bandai model kits. And you can check out my other Bandai model kit reviews, as well as SH Figure Arts review of Stormtrooper and updates with the painted and all the different painted Stormtroopers that I did. I have a pink Stormtrooper, pinkish, I think. Where's it? It's behind me somewhere. Yeah, pink. Well, pink torso anyway. And if you want to support this channel, please watch the videos without ad block. I would appreciate that a lot. If you want to support this channel even further, please considering heading over to Patreon and helping me there, and help me make this channel an even better channel and give you guys more videos more often. Even though I'm going crazy like Christmas, like pretty much like 2 videos a day for the past 2 weeks. But most importantly, take care, have a nice day, stay warm out there, and may the Force be with you. Please don't suck, Force Awakens.